Hey, I'm here. I teleported here. Hey guys, gals, and Legionnaires. Rycon here, and welcome to the 15th Town Hall. Thank you all for being here. It's fantastic to see you all. Wow, what a week. A hell of a week. If you've never been to a town hall before, if you don't know what this is, it's essentially a monthly hangout between yourselves and me. We get to ask questions to each other. I get to question you, you get to question me, and we just, we hang out, we have a good time. We're in Dragon's Reach again behind me here. We'll have Gallag the Guard walking around in the background, but it's fantastic to see you all here, and it's good to be back in the town hall once again. So again, thank you so much for everyone that has been able to make it so far. This town hall was a little bit later, well, a little bit late notice. Usually I put notice out there, a decent while in advance, and I usually put out a whole heap of different time zones as well. However, with this one, I wanted to try and keep things a little bit on the quieter side, because those of you who attended our Zealand stream will know that we got raided halfway through that stream by some fucking weasel, and I use the word weasel with perfect confidence, so we aren't going to have that happening again today. But if we ever do have anything like that happen in the future, there will be repercussions on that person's behalf, so we'll see how that goes. I think we're perfectly fine. We're perfectly safe here. I was going to say perfectly Snakebite, it is good to see you, my friend. It's been a while since I've seen you, so it's good to see you here. It's good to see everyone, actually. Yuli, I am seeing you there perfectly fine as well. So thank you, everyone that has been able to make it on such a, such a late notice. You really only just put out the notice, kind of late last night, my time, so I know a lot of you wouldn't have seen it until late, so yeah, I appreciate that you are able to make it. I know for a lot of you in New Zealand and Australia, this is a really awkward time. It's midday on a Monday, which I know isn't perfect. I would have liked to have been in the weekend, but yeah, oh well, what can you do? What can you do? Asaya stream rules are just be kind to each other, be nice, just treat each other well. That's pretty much it. That's as far as it goes. So yeah. Commander, I'm pretty sure someone can fill you in on that. I don't want to go over it too much here, but in the weekend we did have our first live Q&A for Zealand. The first chapter had kind of wrapped up. The next chapter is going to be happening next Wednesday, so we're going straight into chapter 2. There shouldn't ever be any downtime between the chapters. On Wednesday you are always going to get a new episode of Zealand, and the second chapter, I can tell you, is it's pretty out there. So yeah, yeah, it's things definitely step up. So yeah. But feel free to start throwing some questions my way. I will start answering them. Otherwise, I'm just going to kind of go on with everything else that's happening at the moment. So Megan actually has dropped in a question that I was going to talk about. More Leon. Yes, so Season 4 of Leon's Tale has been underway for a while. I've been getting the production of that started. And the reason to get this actually off the ground has taken me so long is because for the start of this one, I'm doing a recap, I guess you could say, which is kind of taking us through everything that Leon has been through so far. So essentially the way it works is that there are 3 people in a tavern and they're sharing Leon's tale. They're telling the tale of the Wolf of Whiterun, and that's the basic idea, is that they're telling the tale, and that's a way for people to kind of catch up. If they're a little bit further behind and they want to start watching straight from Season 4, they will be able to. But Leon's in a pretty different place when we start off. There has been a time skip in between the end of Season 3 and where we start in Season 4, and I will be covering what has happened in that time skip as well in the first episode. So the first episode is going to be pretty damn chunky because it's going to have a whole heap of things. I'm going to release this, I guess it's almost a trailer, which is this recap of Leon's Tale as it's been so far, but it was really interesting to go through that again, because I was going through all of the old, all of the old, let's see, all the old saves that I had, and yeah, I just had a hell of a lot of fun, hell of a lot of fun going back to those old places, and I think it's going to be pretty nostalgic for the rest of you as well that have been following it for a long time. So yeah, there we go. Yeah. Okay, so let's see. Where are we at? What is going on? Megan, again, like Megan, sorry, I saw your question first there. Is Logan regaining all of his memories at once? He's kind of regaining them. I guess you could say it is almost all at once, but we're experiencing them so that we can kind of digest and understand what it is. But everything that he is seeing right now is what he is relearning in New Vegas, and it's pretty much instantaneous for him. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. There's going to be a definite conflict of character, I think, when he arrives back there. So yeah. Video Girl has asked, do I have a favorite roleplay at the moment? I think my favorite at the moment that I'm doing currently is definitely Outlast 2. I'm really enjoying that roleplay. It's taken me to some interesting places. Outlast always does. Like, I've loved all of the Outlast roleplays I've done so far because it just kind of pushes you into some pretty interesting places. So yeah. Let's see. Sheik Shika, I think. Is it Sheik Shika? Possibly. I might be close. I'm probably way off the mark there. Has asked, you trim the beard, mate? I haven't actually. I've just got it tied up. So this is just kind of keeping it all together at the moment. When I release it, it is it's a little bit more than what it is at the moment. Sorry, attacking the microphone there. Yeah. Snakebite, am I ever going to do that Stalker RP? Yeah, it's definitely on the cards. I think we have a few other things that we need to get out there first. I know, because I talked about getting Leon back last month, and I talked about getting Riley back as well. I'm definitely still working on getting them back. It's just been, I guess, trying to keep to the regular schedule with all the weird, and frustrating interruptions I've had this month with my power supply and other things. Trying to keep to that schedule and produce these other things, which are, I guess, a little bit beyond what I would normally do. Yeah, they take up a lot of time. It's more the post-production time than anything. Recording them is easy, but it's the editing that takes such a long time because I'm essentially recreating the soundscape in each of them, and just it's a much higher level of production than I've done on anything else so far. So this is why it takes such a long time to do. Yeah. Let's see, the other half. Do you realize that by, I presume, Season 8 of Leon's Tale, your storytelling ability won't be on par with the writers of Game of Thrones? We'll see. We'll see. I mean, that's the thing. Is like a lot of the writing that I do, because it's all impromptu, is in, that's because of the game world that I'm in. A lot of that credit goes to Bethesda and, all the lore of the Elder Scrolls that's already there. I'm just a person in their world, making the most of that. But, yeah, when you have a good world to start off in, it makes a big difference. Yeah. Megan Crumb, Dusk or Elliot? Dusk all the way. Dusk has been the longest survived character that we've had in Cataclysm so far. So, yeah. Axel, no new tattoos yet. I'll be sure to update you as soon as I get one of those. And speaking of that, speaking of tattoos and updates and other things like that, we are going to have some more videos coming out on Scarlet Takes very, very soon. But that's another one of those things I was talking about, trying to keep the schedule and just trying to manage edit time better, because recording time is perfectly fine for me, but it's the time that I'm spending in post-production that is taking a little bit longer. So just trying to, just trying to make it work, trying to make it work. Hey Gabe, good to see you. Glad you can make a town hall. Let's see. Liam, do I have any plans for Fallout 4? Yep, 100%. So Fallout 4 is going to be a full-fledged roleplay. Synthesis is still in production at the moment. I'm finishing it off. I'm cutting them together to be a full movie. And once that releases, that's the prequel for our main Fallout 4 roleplay. And that's been in production for months. I've just been having to put it on the back burner again and again, just because I'm trying to just keep our regular schedule going, because that's what everyone expects. And when I get extra time, I'm working on these extra projects. And so once I actually do get those done and launch them, they will find their way into the schedule and will make them work. It may require taking 1 or 2 episodes out of some other series, because I know I have a number of series that run, multiple episodes per week, but we'll just see how that goes. I'm gonna leave it up to the rest of you, though. I will let you vote on what you want to see and where you would want to see it fit in, because obviously you are the ones that are watching it, so I want to make sure that it fits in there nicely. Let's see, Yuli, thank you so much for holding this, for having this today. Cool. Well, I'm glad you could make it live as well, because I know there are a lot of you who do watch these afterwards who don't always have the chance to make it live, and thank you for making it live with me giving this kind of so, last minute as well. I really appreciate that. Let's see, what have we got next? Video girl, do you think you could ever do a video diary from the point of view of your character in Zealand? Yeah, possibly. Yeah, that might be a good way to kind of wrap up things, so to speak. Yeah, that's actually a really, really awesome idea. I'm going to give you full credit for that idea, but I think that's a really good way to wrap up each chapter, is for me in game to do a video diary and kind of explain everything that's happened in that chapter. So yeah, I think that's pretty cool, and I might have that play out in the live streams that we do. So the live stream Q&A, I'll have that play out in there as part of a section for it to kind of wrap things up. So yeah, there we go. Mags, I'm just going to call you Mags Orion. Mags Orion. Yes, there's definitely a plan to play Season 4 of The Walking Dead. 100%. Love it. Definitely. Yeah. Band Angel, it's 2 a.m. at the moment for the Townhall Xv. Gosh, dang. Well, I appreciate you being here anyway. Thank you. Appreciate it. Let's see. Asaya, is Zealand a full released product? No, it's not. It's still in beta at the moment. We funded it through Kickstarter, and it is going to be in production until the first quarter of 2018, and that's when the main release is happening, and you will know all about it because I will be making countless trailers, and I've got some really awesome live action stuff planned out for that. So there's going to be some pretty cool ads that come out of that. I say ads because it's going to be an ad, but they're going to be awesome. Like, they're going to be really, really cool. I've been storyboarding them for a while, so I think they're going to be pretty epic. But when it is a full product, it's going to be something that I'm 100% proud of. We're really on the milestones at the moment. We're hitting all of our goals in terms of where we want to be, in terms of like each section that we're kind of working through, and all we're just kind of hoping for at the moment, and especially with the podcast that we're doing, is just getting more feedback from people, you know, what they like, what they don't like, and yeah, that's the general gist of it. So we'll see where we go from there. Something that I didn't get to ask earlier is that I hope the audio is okay, because I do have music playing in the background. I can't actually hear that now. I did tests before. Just let me know if there is any time where, you know, you can't hear me quite properly, or if there is anything else that's too loud in the background. Let me know and I'll change that out and try and make some changes, because obviously I would like you to be able to hear me nice and clearly. Okay, right, let's see. Have I ever considered doing a Mass Effect walkthrough? Possibly. I think that's the kind of thing that takes quite a long time. I actually started trying to do a Andromeda playthrough, and I realized once I was playing it that it was not going to work with the way that I play those games, because I explore every single little nook and cranny, and that takes hours and hours and hours. So yeah, it would take a very, very long time. The other half, let's see. So your characters fit a lot on the emotional spectrum. How do you feel about the aspect of characters that align themselves frequently with rage, blind, unadulterated rage? Well, obviously, Leon and Logan both have their outbursts of rage. Leon, obviously, when he loses control, and Logan more so after the events of Point Lookout, when he's actually suffered brain damage, and he can no longer feel empathy in the same way that he could before. So. Yeah, I know, I guess I always feel like it's justified. I feel like when they get angry, it's justified. It's not for any reason, per se. And then we have characters like Elliot, where Elliot would never get angry. He was just cold and unfeeling and just saw people as food. Yeah. Thank you, Dan. Thanks for the confirmation on the sound. Louis, the art is coming along really, really well. We've commissioned a fantastic artist. And honestly, his artwork is absolutely spectacular. I'd like to be able to try and show you some of his work that he's done before, because he is going to be our main artist that's doing the work throughout the entire book. So I'm going to see if I can track that down possibly. Yes, I think I can. So I should be able to grab this. So I think there's no problem with me announcing that this guy here, Leo, is our artist for Zealand. So I've just posted a link in the chat. So Leo is our main artist for Zealand, and we're working on the main cover at the moment. It's a wraparound, and I'm so happy with how it's going so far. And yeah, I'm just really, really happy that we've managed to find Leo, and yeah. I hope you like his style as well. I think it's going to really fit the book absolutely perfectly. So, yeah, we'll see where that goes. Yeah, the background is actually fake. I know it is just a green screen. I know it's terrible, but hey, you know, it's all imagination, right? Just a little bit of imagination, and we're there. Wolf, if I do another Skyrim RP, I think, yeah, I do like the idea of doing Requiem. If Requiem ever came to Special Edition as well, I would be super keen to give that a proper go. So, yeah. Band Angel, I have actually wanted to do a Subnautica RP for a while. I kind of have a general rule with those kind of survival games, so I do want to wait until there's a first release, and I know Subnautica must be getting close to that, though, so, yeah. Yeah. So maybe we'll see one in the future. I'm not so sure, but yeah, I think games like that in the forest, they've been on my radar for a very, very long time. So I'd like to get there. Let's see, Dan, I'll answer you first there. What can we expect from Chapter 2 of Zealand? I think you can expect a hell of a lot more action. That's the only teaser I'll kind of try and give for Chapter 2. Other than I can tell you the name of the chapter. The name of the chapter is A Brand New World. Yeah, A Brand New World. That's the chapter. So Chapter 1 was The Longest Night. This is now A Brand New World, and it is a frightening world. It is a very, very frightening world that we find ourselves in, and I think you'll come to learn just how frightening that world can be. Liam has asked, how do you get Inigo from Leonidas' roleplay to respond to Leon so well? So, Smart Blue Cat, the creator of Inigo, contacted me and asked me if I wanted some extra lines recorded, and I was over the moon. I was like, yes, that'd be amazing. And so he recorded a ton of different lines for me and sent through a whole heap of separate lines, so I'm able to just drop those in wherever I want. So quite often Inigo isn't actually saying them in game, but in post-production I've gone and added those in. So yeah. There are a few times though where he has said things in game that are specific to Leon, which always amaze me. Whenever that happens, it always kind of like blows my mind because it really drags me into it. So yeah. Let's see. Eden, have I seen the Days Gone By? Oh yeah, the Days Gone trailer. I have, and it does look quite cool. I find it interesting that they've got the guy from, oh, what is it? The Force Unleashed. It seems like he is becoming like the video game guy. If you need a lead video game male character, it's this guy, it's this actor. I've seen him in lots of stuff outside. He's been in The Mist recently, right? But I just find it interesting that it's like, you know, that seems to be his niche at the moment, which I mean, that's cool. I think that's really cool, but I just find that funny that that is becoming a niche. Yeah. Axel, can I sing, yeah, A Brand New World, but as Aladdin? Yeah. I don't know if I want to commit to doing that live, so yeah. SKD, The Long Dark, that's another one of those kind of survival games that I was talking about. So like, yeah, like that, Subnautica, The Forest, they're all games that I think are fantastic games, but I do want to wait until it is the full release on them, just so I know I'm getting that full experience that the developers wanted for when I actually start doing a series. Yuli, the plans for the next Seeking Sovngarde character. Well, actually, the next episode of Seeking Sovngarde should be the last one for Lucia. Sorry, I was saying Julie, and I was going to say Julie, but no, Lucia. So it should be the last one for Lucia, and it's either going to be a positive ending or a negative ending. Because I mean, this is it. She's in the next episode. She's either going to succeed or she is going to fail at her goal. So I do have the next character in mind, and I will probably need like an extra week, I think, after this one has finished to just try and get all of the new mods working, because I'll be removing a lot of the things that were specific to Lucia's tale and to Manos's tale. Yeah, so I'll be getting rid of those because yeah, they won't be needed anymore, and plus they have been causing some pretty major issues and some pretty major crashes. This latest episode of Seeking Sovngarde is going to be difficult for me to do. I'm still yet to record it, actually. I'm going to try and record it after I finish this afternoon. And yeah, there are a lot of crashes, especially in and around that city, so I'm going to have to be saving a lot just to kind of try and get through it. So I'm hoping it's still going to be, I want to make it an enjoyable experience to watch. I don't want it to be a grind, so I'm hoping to try and figure out how to make that work well. Yeah. Alright, let's see. Where are we at? Thanks, Triton. Thanks. The other half, XCOM 2, is still happening as well, and it will be coming back this week. The reason that we didn't have Logan and... yeah, we didn't have Logan and we didn't have XCOM 2 towards the end of last week. I was just trying to smash out as much as I could on the start of Season 4 of Leon's Tale, just because Yeah, I'm needing to cut some things back to try and kind of keep up at it, but yeah, yeah. Eden, you've never seen Zealand yet. All right, well, I highly recommend that you do get into it. There are two different ways to watch it. You can either watch it here on the channel, or in the description there is a link that'll take you through to the RSS feed for that. You can listen to it as an audio-only podcast, which works just as well. So we try to be as descriptive as we can. So yeah, there we go. You know how it is. Laura, do I ship Lucia and Golder? I think Golder is more of a nuisance to Lucia than anything. I think I think that Golder is into Lucia, but I don't know if she is. I mean, he pushed her off a bloody waterfall just the other day. Yeah. Let's see. Louis, am I a sword, hammer, or mace person? I'm an axe person myself, actually. I'm an axe person. So, yeah. But you're working on a Nautilus harpoon. Wow. Damn. Yeah, I'm actually... I think I'm more of an axe person. I think I used to be a sword person, but I've kind of been converted. I'm much more of an axe person now. Megan, I would love to do a Morrowind RP one day as well. I think Morrowind and Oblivion are definitely both on the cards, but they're things that I think we might look at doing when, say, Leon's Tale, for example, is towards the end, just when there is a little bit more freedom in terms of, you know, because I have kind of two different types of series on the channel. I have the ones that are more kind of easygoing, like Seeking Sovngarde and Cataclysm and RimWorld. Those are all things that don't require a lot of time in post-production, because I just record and that's it. Like, I might just change levels here and there throughout. Cataclysm, I add in some music, but that's about it. But, you know, Fallout 3 and, you know, so Logan's Tale and Leon's Tale and even Outlast, those are all quite heavily edited productions that I'm doing, and they take a long time to edit because you know, I need to make it right the first time round. There's no reloading or anything like that. It all just needs to be perfect the first time. So yeah. Let's see, the other half. Do I believe in the manifesto that you either die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become a villain? Potentially, yeah, potentially. And I think that, yeah, I think that could be true to Leon. I think that's also, you know, 100% true to us in Zealand as well. We'll see how that goes, but we certainly aren't heroes at the moment. Daniel, yeah, I know, right? I know, that was a curveball. I found it so, like, if anyone hasn't seen episode 5 of chapter 1 of The Longest Night, yeah, massive curveball. I loved it because everyone was saying that, you know, Chloe was the moral center of the group, was the bleeding heart of the group. And meanwhile, I was just sitting there going, "Oh yeah, that's interesting. It's interesting. Okay, all right, that's an interesting thought. Okay, I'm with you. I'm with you." But yeah, some things went down. I won't say what they are just yet. Wait until we get into chapter 2, and then I might start talking about it more. But yeah, it was interesting. Nice, Burrito. You're now the USSR Burrito. Nice, and I like the room meme. Nicely done. Yeah. Oh dear. Do I think Lucia would kill you if you asked her nicely, Axel? I'm not so sure. Well, actually, you know, in saying that, she has been pretty heartless. Sorry, I keep on whacking my camera like nobody's business. She has been pretty heartless, I think, in terms of everyone so far. She's very much a kill on sight type of person. But I think that's the world that she's in. She kind of needs to be like that. Samuel, how did I get the idea of Leon's Tale? Starting off, I didn't have too much of Leon's Tale planned. I mean, I hadn't planned so far ahead as I am now. Essentially, the arc kind of evolved over time. Like, I have a very good idea of where Leon's going now, but when I started, I didn't see where he's at now, by any means. But essentially, I just wanted to start with the idea of someone that, you know, had a great lot of power that they weren't quite aware that they had, but also just, you know, it was a curse. It wasn't something that was just going to be beneficial to him. You know, I think the lycanthropy for him has always been that negative thing where no matter how many times it has helped out, it's still such a danger to him that at any time he could be set off and bad things could be happening. Yeah. Yeah. Stefan, the next XCOM will be coming out this Friday. I think it's Friday. Yes, it's Friday. It's Friday. It's Saturday my time. It's Friday. yeah, it's Friday elsewhere. Yeah. A lot of people are wanting Undertale back. Yeah. We'll see about that. We'll try and get it back. Our schedules are a little bit different here. It was a little easier for us to do in Toronto for myself and Charlotte, but at the moment our schedules are still kind of all over the place. So I'm not 100% when we'll have it back. We'll see. We'd like to do it again someday, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Darksaber, will Logan return to Vault 101? I'm sure he will eventually. He doesn't really have any need to just yet. I don't think he would want to because of how much he's changed. I don't think he would want Amada to see the person he is now. Because I think even if he didn't say anything to her, she would still be able to see that difference in him. Because he is a very, very, very different person to the person that was in that vault. Jordan, I am 29 years of age. Instinct, Mystic, or Valor. Oh my god, Dan. Pokemon Go. I can't remember what it was now. Damn it. I'm pretty sure I was red. Pretty sure. Which must be Instinct, right? No, is that Valor? No, yeah, Instinct's yellow, right? Mystic is blue. Red was Valor. Yeah, I was red from memory. Yeah. Amazing question, Axel. Who is better on a skateboard, Logan or Leon? You know, I think maybe Leon would in wolf mode, but I think just natural human on human, I think Logan would have the skills. I think it would be it'd be down to Logan. So there you go. Yeah. Yeah, Undertale, there actually already is a series on the channel. There's 3 episodes that I've done so far, so check it out and see if you like it. But I would like to come back to it eventually with Charlotte, but we'll just see how that goes. I was playing through with my wife. She's the one that's actually playing it. But yeah, and that's fun in itself. I really enjoy. I do enjoy gaming with her, so I would like to do more of it in the future, 100%. Alkion has asked, do you ever get annoyed when you're roaming through a Skyrim town and all the NPCs give you the garbage greetings? Yeah, yes, and there is a mod that does stop that. I had to get the reduced NPC greetings for Leon. It did take me a little while before I got that in there, but I did get that in there eventually. So yeah. Hey, Amarak, sorry, it took me a second to get that. Hello, good to see you. Yeah, so I highly recommend that for even just playing Skyrim normally, because otherwise it can just get too crazy. Trey, who is the Negan of the group? I don't think anyone's Negan yet, but I think it's possible. I think those changes are possible. Liam, do I plan to do a roleplay of Cyberpunk 2077 when it comes out? It might be something that I end up putting on the cards. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Robert, how's it going? I see you there in the chat. Good to see you. Again, Axel, amazing question. Who can do a better backflip, me or Triton? I think we're both equally bad at doing backflips. So yeah, I think that's that pretty much answered. Dan, I have played through both Dragon Age 1 and 2. I never did play through 3, and I don't know why I didn't. I think I'm not sure. I don't know what it is. Yeah, I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure on that. I never quite got there. Yeah, I kind of enjoyed. I know this is controversial. I kind of enjoyed the ending of 2. I didn't enjoy the game as a whole too, but yeah, I don't know. I'm not so sure. For some reason, 3 just didn't appeal to me. When I saw like the general premise of it, I was like, I don't know. I don't know if I would enjoy that so much. Maybe I would. Maybe I would. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Hey, Alex. Good to see you. Hey. Does that work for you, burrito? All right. Yeah. No, I haven't done any role plays with my wife, my friend. No, but we do game occasionally, and she was really enjoying Undertale, so I think we'll revisit it. Well, I say that, but then also it does create a lot of frustration, just in its, by its nature. Undertale is quite a frustrating game, so yeah. Darksaber, I've been thinking about that all week, actually. I've been thinking about, I occasionally get like an itching to play a game, and I was really getting an itching to play Dragon's Dogma. Yeah, I mean, who knows? Maybe that's something I could just stream for a little while. We could just have fun streaming that. Who knows? Who knows? Just because at the moment, the way that the schedule's kind of laid out is that everything is jam-packed. That's why it's taken me such a long time to do these extra things, because the schedule is so jam-packed. So, yeah, there we go. Well, guys and gals, we are at the half an hour mark, and you all know what comes at the half an hour mark. It is time to announce the Lotum, the Legionnaire of the month. At the moment, we have Scott Bear up the top here. We can see him like over here. I've got my camera flipped around, so it's really difficult to kind of even just point normally, but that's it over there. So the Lotum, the Legionnaire of the month, essentially is a Legionnaire that has gone above and beyond, has done, you know, has gone out their way to just be a benefit to the community as a whole. There are a number of different things that can get you nominated as the Lotum, and a number of people can nominate you as the Lotum. But we are going to drop down this banner. Thank you very much, Scott, for your service this month. We're going to go ahead and lower that one down, and we are going to bring about my my horrifically bad drum roll. So here we go. Let's get this thing going. We didn't do one last time, so I've got to do a really good one this time. The Legionnaire of the month is Little Black Duck, and it's about damn time. And I know, Duck, you aren't here. I apologize. This is a terrible time for Australia. It's like the middle of the damn day. Actually, I guess it would kind of be more towards the morning for you, but there you go. You are the Legionnaire of the month. Little Black Duck has been an amazing admin and moderator on the Discord channel for the longest time. She is the mother duck, and she does a fantastic job at keeping everything in order, keeping everyone in a good place. And I'm sure many people would agree that it's long overdue that Duck is recognized as the Legionnaire of the month. And I know we had a very shaky camera at the moment. My camera isn't quite set up 100% right, so it's going to be shaking all over the place whenever I try and move, but there we go. Oh, fantastic, Robert. You got the Roll20 sheet for Zealand. Nice. Okay, fantastic. I will have to take a look at it. Yeah. That is an intense reaction, the other half, but I guess that's the reaction that I'm thinking of. So there you go. Yeah. Amethyst, this is sometimes at the start of the new month, or it's at the end of the last month. It does vary. Usually I will let you know far in advance, but for this one it was kind of a little bit more last minute, just because of the events of the last stream. So yeah, next month you will know well in advance. So there you go. Let's see. Wolf, have I tried the relationship dialogue overhaul mod for Skyrim? I think I have tried it a few times, possibly. I don't know if I've got it in there at the moment. I'm not 100%, but yeah, I will have to give it a proper look. See you later, Burrito. Have a good day. Enjoy yourself. Yeah. Yes, Ray. Yeah, you just realized something. I'm live, and yeah, exactly. We have Game of Thrones and Rick and Morty. I'm excited. I'm freaking excited, and I don't know what order I'm going to watch them in. I don't know which I'm going to watch first. I honestly, I don't know. So yeah. African Ruffle, how do you exactly win the Legionnaire of the Month? Like I said, there are a number of different ways that you can earn the title. In the past, they've been for various different reasons. Walker was nominated a while back for just all the fantastic fan art that she's been doing. So essentially, it's just when you do something that kind of benefits the community and deserves to be recognized, essentially. So sometimes it's even just engaging with videos. So sometimes it's just comments and just like general kind of engagement. But there are a number of different reasons. But I am more than ever now trying to take nominations on. So if you ever do want to nominate someone for the Legionnaire of the Month, let me know on Discord, or even let me know elsewhere. So yeah, there we go. What I think is going to happen with John and Danny. I honestly don't know. I don't know what direction they're going to go in, but I'm excited to kind of see what ends up happening there. Ace, what was my favorite moment in the Zealand play session? So I'll only talk about Chapter 1. I have actually played Chapter 2 at this point. But I think my favorite moment in Chapter 1, I'd have to say, was our escape. Our escape from Scott's place when Chloe was dangling out the car, and I pulled off a hell of a roll to manage to hold on to her and keep her inside the vehicle and essentially save her life. So I'm going to hold that over her for a while. So, yeah. Alright, let's see. Oh yes, duck is spelled with a K. Yes, it is indeed duck, not CK. Thank you, Yuli. Thank you. Darksaber synthesis is on the cards as well. That's what I was talking about earlier on, about the extra things that I'm working on behind the scenes. But when you do see the next episode of that, it is going to be as a whole movie. So it's going to be like a... I guess I wouldn't say full-length movie. It'd be more like a 45-minute type thing, which I know is shorter than my normal episodes, but in terms of like the amount of content and stuff in it, it's a full machinima, so it takes forever to make, which is which is why I'm not going to exactly do it in that same format again in the future, because it just takes so long to produce. So yeah, there we go. Lydia has been nominated for Lotum. Okay, good to know. Good to know. Oh dear. Stefan, you would like to see a Dragon's Dogma series as well? All right. Yeah. I think it's something that I've wanted to do for a while, but yeah, we'll see where that ends up. Let's see. The other half. Would you like to address the fan theory that Leon actually died in the shipwreck and his entire tale is an illusion of him haunting Purgatory in the Sea of Ghosts? Wow. I mean, that's entirely possible, right? But yeah, I think the fates and the gods had more in store for him back then. It seems like it's seeming more and more now that almost every single god has a finger in the pie, and that pie is Leon. And that sounded a little bit weirder than I wanted it to sound, but yeah. Have I considered playing The Walking Dead 1 and 2 Razorback? I've already played through them before, and I think that's why I decided not to play through them and just go with 3, purely because it was going to be my natural reaction to it. Otherwise, I feel like I'd be trying to game the system too much and trying to make it work just right. So, yeah, if I could have played them on the channel originally, I would have, but yeah, just never really got the chance to, so yeah. Billy Goat, what's up? Hey, that's a lot of emojis. You're either very happy and I'll give you a wave as well. Hey. Let's see. Hey, Triton's already been Lotum. He's been Lotum once before, so yeah. But he does have a strong team. He has a strong backing in Zealand, that's for sure. Thank you, Dan. I appreciate that. That'll be fantastic. So Dan has been contributing subtitles for a while now to a number of different seasons of Leon's Tale. So yeah, I really appreciate that. Dirty Weasel, you are trying out Project Zomboid. Yeah. I want to look back at that. I want to look back at going back to Project Zomboid. Yeah, a lot's changed since I did Nick's Tale. A lot has changed, but it's been it was a hell of a lot of fun back then. It ended sooner than I would have liked. God damn it. Sorry, I'm just looking over towards the Discord and there are some interesting things going down. So, Bamboo Sea Badger, I like your image. It's awesome. It's great. If you haven't been to the Discord channel yet, the link for that is in the description. Do go say hello and hang out there. It is a fantastic group of people that are there. So, yeah. Tavern Crawler, what is my favorite Pokemon? That's a tough one. I have to say Scyther. I think Scyther has always been the number one. Darksaber, I actually recorded the first episode of Dishonored, but I screwed it up. I screwed it up big time. So I needed to have a bit of separation in between before I kind of returned to that. So I think it's something that we are going to go back to, but it's probably going to be once I have the Fallout 4 roleplay off the ground. So yeah. But it's certainly going to happen. I think that is one of the more likely ones to happen out of everything that we have on the list so far. So do stay tuned on that one. We will be getting that out eventually. Essentially, if I could just have like an extra week's worth, when I think about it, the hyperbolic time chamber that was in Dragon Ball Z, if I had that, I would be set. I'd be so happy because then that means I could spend so much more time making these things, you know, to have them out for each week. But unfortunately, at the moment, the way that I'm recording everything and editing everything, it is taking the entire day to kind of work at the schedule at the moment. So I'm going to have to shuffle things around when new series start and other series kind of wrap up. So at the moment, really, the channel is kind of at its maximum capacity, and I'm doing my best to try and keep the schedule up as much as possible, because there's always a chance that, you know, even when there's a small hiccup, it does kind of add into it. And I just see that Duck has actually just turned up in the Discord channel, so let's hope that she comes and says hey here, but I think she's quite surprised to see. And I apologize, Duck, that I got you when you weren't online. I knew when I started this off that you probably weren't going to be online, so I apologize for that, but at the same time, you are very, very, very deserving. You've been very deserving of the Lowton position for the longest time, and well, there we go. Zachary, the Fallout 4 roleplay is going to be taking place after Synthesis, which is the machinima that we have running for that at the moment. So, yes. Hiroshi, I'm good. I'm doing good. I'm feeling good today. And actually, I think it's about time that I should take a sip of water. There we go. That is a little better. Oh, there we go. Video Girl, how long have I been role-playing? Well, I've been role-playing on YouTube since 2013 now. I feel like 2013 is when we started. I think. Yeah, that sounds about right. I know we're coming up to, well, we are getting closer. Actually, it's this month. It's August. Holy shit, the channel's birthday is this month. It's actually the day before my younger brother's birthday, but it's August 22nd here in New Zealand, so I think it's August 21st everywhere else around the world. So do look out for that. We'll have to do something pretty cool to celebrate the channel's birthday. Maybe I will finally do that I Am Bread roleplay that I've been promising for about 1,000 years. So if you are looking out for the I Am Bread roleplay, I think look out for it on the channel's birthday. And it is going to be the channel's 4th birthday, I believe, if I'm not correct. I've forgotten my child's age. That's always bad. But I'm pretty sure it's 4. Pretty sure. Yeah. Thank you, Winter. Thank you, Winter. Yeah. I'm glad, I'm happy where the beard is at the moment. The beard is in a good place. Dr. Headcrab, good to see you. Glad you made it to this one as well. I saw you there in the weekend on the Zealand live stream. Thank you to everyone that did make it to that live stream as well. And I apologize for the bullshit that everyone had to put up with, because that was absolute horse shit. But that's the way it goes sometimes with doing things live. You're going to have those people out there that have nothing better to do with their time. Yeah. Who would win in a fight, Leon or Logan? That's one that I've answered before, but I think it essentially comes down to the positioning. I think from far away, Logan would win, but up close, Leon would dominate. So, yeah, if Leon can close that ground, he would tear him to shreds. Good morning, Ragnar the Red. Almost 3 a.m. God damn. Well, thank you for coming along to the stream. I appreciate it. Yeah, see, Grant's on board with the I Am Bread. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. I reckon channel's birthday, we're going to make it happen. It's going to be a good time. Yeah, Alexander, that live stream did get pretty crazy. I'm glad we got like a good solid 40 minutes in before the shit hit the fan. If anyone actually does have any other questions about Zealand, feel free to ask them here, and I'll answer them as best I can. I feel like I'm almost at the point where I need to have another coffee. I'm starting to slur my words. Yeah. I know. It's been Duck that's been calling for the I Am Bread roleplay for the longest time, so I think I need to make it happen in the month that she's Lowton. Yeah. Dan, never work with children's, animals, or the internet. Yeah, well, I've kind of done all three at once before, so... let's see, Video Girl, which of the characters do you see yourself in the most? I think originally it was Logan, not so much anymore, but I think early stages of New Vegas, I kind of tried to model Logan on myself, because that was just the easiest thing for me to do back then. Obviously, I don't have amnesia, but I think I tried to inject a lot of my own morals into Logan early on, but obviously the Wasteland has changed him since then, a decent amount. Megan, do I think Logan and Leon could ever be friends? I reckon they could possibly be friends. Yeah, maybe. It would take them a while to trust each other. Dan, that has got to be the hardest question ever. Goku or Vegeta? I mean, you know, it's like choosing between two great things. It's like chocolate or strawberry. I don't know if it's like chocolate or strawberry, but it's too hard to choose, I think. It's too hard to say. Yeah. Boldorf, the channel's birthday is going to be on the 22nd of August or the 21st. I'm not 100%. I will confirm it before. I'm not 100% exactly. I feel like it's 21st in... yeah, so obviously it is the 22nd in New Zealand. For a lot of places behind us in terms of the time zones, that is going to be the 21st. So, yeah, for the majority of people who are here, it's going to be the 21st, I believe. How long do I think Leon's tale will continue from Banton? I think it's there's a decent while in it still. There are at least a good, I would say we've probably got, after this season, probably another 2 seasons. Another 2 seasons after this, and I think we'll see where we stand after that. But those are the main arcs that I've got planned. Like, each season there is a main arc, so obviously in this season, all the events with Harkin, that was the arc. So that's kind of how that season went. And the next season, I have an arc planned, and the season after that... Actually, you know what? We might be looking... Yeah, so we're looking at 3, including this season that's coming. So we'll have 4, 5, 6. So I think we'll be wrapping up on the 6th season. Potentially. We'll see. We'll see. Oh, Scott, damn it. Yeah, Triton, I could have said Gogeta. That's true. Gogeta or Vegito. Yeah. Oh, okay, that's an idea, the other half. Sing the Misty Mountains Cold in various voices of our characters. Yeah, yeah. I think I could do that. I don't think I could do it right now. I think it's something that I want to prepare beforehand and cut out all the bullshit in between. I'd probably make a bloopers video out of that. But, yeah, I think I would want to record that. Yeah. Megan, what exactly happened to Veronica? We'll get into what's happening and what's happened to V in there. Oh, god damn it. Again, the Discord is getting me. Chip is posting those goddamn crash memes, which I think are gotta be the greatest meme out at the moment. Yeah. Vegito no contest? Okay, alright. I hear you. Trey, who would win in a fight, you or Scott? As in, like, Triton? I don't know. I think Triton thinks he'd beat me. I think that's where, no, I don't think we could fight. We're best mates. I don't think we could ever fight each other, even if we wanted to. And I think there probably are going to be times in Zealand where Scott does want to hit me. And I want to hit him. We'll see how that goes, though, in the future. Yeah. Darksaber, what would happen if someone got pregnant in Zealand? It would be just like getting pregnant here. But obviously you just don't have the support network and everything that comes with modern life, and it can be very, very, very dangerous. Yeah. Just catching up. Tavern, I've said who my favourite Pokemon is, damn it. Scyther. I reckon Scyther. I reckon if I had to choose. Dan, Spirit Bomb or Kamehameha? It's got to be Kamehameha because Spirit Bomb just takes way too long. It takes at least 3 episodes. So yeah. Ace, yeah. I can understand you getting lost in those. Yeah. So in the previous episode of Zealand, we did talk about the previous playthrough we did for Zealand, which was like 2 years ago. Now, it's what's actually spawned the game that we're working on at the moment. Yeah, it's pretty meta. Don't worry. You won't have to worry about that too much. It is something that was, I guess, more of an Easter egg that Skulk has left in there for me. So, yeah. I really need to turn off Discord. I really need to turn it off. God damn it. Triton is half Kiwi, half Scandinavian legendary badass. No, he's more half Australian. I think that's probably right. Right, Triton? Half Kiwi, half Australian? Yeah, the Discord's pretty good right now. Dr. Headcrab, how would you handle a solo beginning in Zealand? Well, it's possible. It is possible. That's the thing. Is like the number of people that you need to run a game of Zealand is just two. You need one person to be the game master and the other person to be the player. Everyone else in the world could be NPCs. You can just play with two people. It's entirely possible. Will Logan ever see Amada in New Vegas? We'll see where that ends up. I think he definitely will see her again. He will see her again, but if he sees her in New Vegas or not, well, that remains to be seen. We'll see. Megan, how tall are all of your RP characters? I think Leon is the tallest out of all of them. I guess everyone else is kind of just middle of the road at the moment. Yeah. No, sorry, Cola Dad, Doom has been cancelled. It was cancelled a wee while back. That was destroying my voice. It was absolutely wrecking it. Yeah. I unfortunately I would have liked to have continued with it, but it was just it was absolutely freaking wrecking. It was destroying my voice big time. So unfortunately I had to call it a day, and I feel like it was an okay point to kind of end it before it went any further into it. So unfortunately that was where it wrapped up. Yeah. If I didn't have to do anything else, if I was just doing that Doom roleplay, it would probably be okay, but it made it so that I just couldn't do any of the other characters' voices I do at all. Let's see. Winter, so you've asked, since I'm new and I've only seen Leon's story, what would you suggest I watch next? I would suggest go give the Outlast series a watch. So there's Outlast 1, which is the first one, and Whistleblower. They're both relatively short. Whistleblower is actually only 9 episodes, so it's not a huge time commitment, but I think I'm really proud of those role plays. They're quick, you know, because the game isn't too long, but I feel like the character just goes through so much in that period, so yeah. I highly recommend you check out those ones next, and then give Logan a try. New Vegas was the very first series I worked on though, so in terms of the quality difference, there's gonna be quite a difference. So even when you look at Skyrim, from episode 1 of Skyrim to episode 80 something of Skyrim, there is a big difference in the quality of it. So yeah. But I still recommend that you give them a go, and I think you will enjoy them because the idea is there. I might not be as good at voice acting or role playing back then, but it's all there. Yeah, all the mechanics are there. And it definitely gets better over time. I'm trying my best not to look at the Discord at the moment. God damn. I actually didn't. I can't hear the music in the background, Silver Knight. But well, perhaps it is. Oh God, there was an earthquake. There wasn't actually an earthquake. That's not the thing I should be saying in New Zealand now. Yeah, it could be a hint of things to come. It could. Ray, yeah, I think Logan will have some kind of a break when he comes back to being in New Vegas and having those two sets of memories kind of just jar together. I mean, he was warned, like the sync warned him, the others warned him about it, and he decided to go ahead with it anyway because he needed to know. I think a lot of people would agree with that. A lot of people would do that. So yeah. Boldorf, I haven't noticed too many of the changes in Cataclysm. I know there have been some changes to range, and it has been hitting my character. It has been hitting Dusk a little bit, but not too hard. I think there's always going to be changes, especially in something that is the development is open. Yeah. It hasn't been too bad for me though. I mean, I know there is a lot of back and forth about the realism versus like the fun, and that can be tough, but I still feel like the game is in a really good place at the moment. Well, I'll see where it goes like a month from now. Who knows? But I'm pretty happy with where it's at now. Dan, yeah, I really, really do hope so. If I can get season 4, goddamn, I'm seeing Snapchat filters now in Discord. Sorry, if you're not in the Discord, you should go check it out. It's a great accompanying thing to have along for the ride for any town hall. God damn it. The train has derailed. I'm way off the tracks now. I have no idea where I'm at. I cannot remember. we're actually getting quite close to the end, so if there is anything that you desperately want answered before the end, please do ask it before we wrap on up. Yeah, range rebalancing is a bit messed up, Boldorf. Painkillers for CBMs. I mean, it kind of makes sense to me to a degree, because obviously you're operating on yourself. You would need to numb yourself to a certain degree, but I guess what they might need is not so much painkillers, but like a local anesthetic of some kind. I feel like if they add that to the game, that would be better, because if you're trying to operate on yourself when you are under the influence of painkillers, your mental skills are not going to be where they should be to do an operation like that. You are going to be like almost drunken and not able to operate on yourself properly, so the chances of doing yourself harm are greater. So I feel like if they add a local anesthetic to the game, I can never say anesthetic right, so I apologize, but yeah, if they add that into it, I think it would make so much more sense, and it would get around the painkillers. Obviously there should still be a chance that you can overdose from that, but yeah, we'll see where that goes. I'd like to see that. If you know, I think that would kind of go. Yeah. That's the thing, is like some of the changes, they do need to be open to change once they've been changed. Yeah. Darksaber, will Leon ever see his wife and child again? I don't think so. I think when he left, he did leave that all behind him. I don't think he ever had any illusions of being able to return, even if he was able to cure himself, because that was the whole reason he left in the first place. But I think he wanted to cure himself to redeem himself. But yeah. That's Lucid. Your rhymes are off the hook, my friend. Lucid Psycho. I wish there was a way for me to show your fan art that way. And actually, speaking of that, I should actually get our artwork rolling. I completely forgot to get the artwork rolling earlier. So this is the old one. Damn it. Okay, I apologize. That's the old reel, but I'll go ahead and chuck the new reel up here. I still will be answering questions, and yeah, we'll see how that goes. Bandy has asked, have I lost some weight? Well, actually, weirdly enough, when I went to Toronto, I lost a lot of weight. More than I ever thought I would. So I think when I left, I weighed about 70 kgs, and when I came back, I weighed about 63. I don't know how I lost all those kgs when I was over there, because I was eating a ridiculous amount of poutine, so I should have been gaining weight, not losing it, but somehow I ended up losing a lot. But I did walk everywhere. We didn't own a car when we were in Toronto, so we did a lot of walking, so there we go. But yes, sorry, back to Lucid Psycho. Lucid does some absolutely awesome poems for Zealand and other series as well, and I wish there was a way for me to showcase them with the fan art as well. Yuli, some of your fan art is in here as well, so do keep an eye out for that. But a lot of the fan art that we have here is from Walker Nickmer, who is our resident artist. But yeah, Lucid, maybe if there is a way for you to post those in the fan art as a PNG or like a JPEG, I can save those and I can still display them here, and I might actually be even able to pull them up during the stream itself, because they're awesome. Darksaber, I did see the Last Jedi trailer and I cannot freaking wait. I honestly can't wait. Yeah, I'll be honest, when I saw that trailer, I did get teary. That happens every single time there is a Star Wars trailer for me, and it happened with The Force Awakens, and it happened again with this. I can't help but just get emotional. It's Star Wars. It gets me all worked up. But yeah, there we go. Yeah, Lucid, honestly, fantastic work. Really, really awesome work. I might just be able to try and read them out in the future as well. But really, really enjoy that. Louis has asked who in Zealand would sacrifice themselves for the rest of the group, and I would have to say that would probably be Triton. If anyone was going to sacrifice themselves for the group, it would be Triton, 100%. He's a big softie in that way. But yeah, I think if anyone was going to do it, it would be him. And I think if anyone was the least likely to sacrifice themselves for the group, I would say that would probably be either. That's tough. I can't take myself out of the equation. I'd be biased to say that it's not going to be me, but yeah, maybe Chloe or Jake. Who knows? We'll see. Yeah. We're actually coming very, very close to the end here, so I am going to do my big old readout of all of our fantastic patrons that have supported us through this month, kept the channel going, kept us going strong. Obviously, everyone that does help, everyone that watches and comments, that is also helping the channel stay alive and grow and flourish and bring role-playing out to the well, I guess the wider YouTube audience, because it is still a pretty new thing on YouTube, and it's awesome to see more people come along to it. So, without further ado, I'm going to take a sip of water, and then I'm going to get reading through this list, and I'm going to do the best I can to pronounce everyone's name correctly, but there is a high chance that I will mispronounce some of these names. So let's go ahead and dive on in. Starting off with Hortanainen, Parapalui Fox, R. Red 1234, Galig Helros, Jan Parky, Christopher Brady, Louis Hubbock, Epic Apathy, Little Black Duck, Ryan Brady, Scott Andrews, Damien Westercott, Blitzstar, JT Reading, Max Ben Hollingshead, Anika Lisa Dantroft, Axel Roxanne, Void Empress Supreme, Kazak, E-Power, Matt Razor, The Persistent Noob, Skyware Chicken, Shadow Thief, Kyrak Drakar, Affluus, Lao Shi, Alex Joyner, Chakras, Daniela D. Bernandi, Jackie Coley, William Horn, Yanni Palinin, Luca Sesson Zogby Paiva, Daniel Carpenter, Dr. V, James Cooper, Paul Miguel, James McCarthy, Solace Sphere, Mick Halkhausen, Curses, Multium, Martin Amantorp, Jack Foster, Alyssa Vetter, Corinne Dorsey, Lucas Young, CIB, Robert Oberg, Ami, Zach Clay, Tom Eric Michelson, Morgan Johnston, Hawkeye Latour, Division Era, Ray Harris, Elmilthian, Zero Zulu, Rasmus Kreberg, Brett Jones, Dan Salvati, Anna Velcheva, Nicholas Wilkes, Gravedigger Mordecai, Steese, Dominic Kimpy, Logie Wonk, Kyle Matson, Tony Keller, Vackery, Doomgeneer, that was a mouthful, Doomgeneer, Skooma Keen, Max Goldfine, Red Noah, Glenn Dean, Lee Cook, Calvin Fisher Jr., Anvil Pants, Roman Yachivan, Ron Labrie, D. Johnson, Jeffrey Fawcett, Alfredo Alselmi Komalainen, Brian Olmsted, Matt Scott Wilhelm, Tim Berry, Colton Battle Brown, Christopher Owen, Jack of Cal, and Flinty. Thank you so much, and I apologize again to all the mispronunciations. I do my best, but with my Kiwi accent, among other things, I know a lot of those are going to be absolutely terrible. But thank you again so much for your support. It really means a hell of a lot to me, and it honestly wouldn't be possible without you. I'd be having to spend a lot more days out of the office trying to pick up work elsewhere. I just wouldn't be able to make as much as I'm making right now. And yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. Oh, Amethyst, your name. Oh, right. So your name is... Yeah, okay. All right. AIM. All right, AIM. AIM it is, Amethyst. AIM it is. But that's going to wrap us up for this town hall, guys and gals. Thank you so much for joining me. We managed to make it through this without any issues, so that's fantastic. Yeah, it's been really good to see you all, and thank you for being able to make it on such short notice. There will be a lot more notice for the next town hall. I think we've kind of moved away from any potential issues that we might have with raiders. We'll see how that goes anyway. But yes, thank you for joining me. I have really appreciated having you all here, having a chat, having a hangout. Now, those of you who are patrons, make sure that you do come to the Discord afterwards. We are going to have our after town hall chat, and we'll have a hangout, have a good time. Other than that, I have been Rycon. You have all been awesome. Thank you so much for another fantastic month of awesomeness. And until next time, stay tuned.